Are you thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas? If so, in this video I'm going to share with you some pros and cons of living in this very popular city in Texas. Hello, my name is Pollard and I've lived in Texas since I was 4 years old, and I'm always on the hunt to find the best places to live in Texas. So if you're thinking about moving to Texas, fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire for help narrowing down where to live and finding your dream home. And if you live in Texas and want to sell your home, fill out the Sell My Home Questionnaire for exclusive benefits of working with my team. Also, listen, if you live in California, New York, Connecticut, Washington, Illinois, I don't know, I'm just thinking of these states that are moving to Texas, and you have a house to sell, we have the new Seamless Move program. This is super cool, guys, because what we've done is it can be difficult selling a home and then buying a home, moving states, all at the same time. It's a hassle. And so if you don't have like a relocation company with a job offer, then we have created the Seamless Move program. So if you want more information about that, we can help you. We only work with the top 1% agents, but we can help you make that a seamless, smooth process. So fill out the Seamless Move program questionnaire in the link below. And of course, like and subscribe to this channel if you like the content. And let's get on with the show. The number one pro of Frisco, this is why I love Frisco so much, is the entertainment factor. There's so many things to do. If you love getting out of the house, hanging out with friends, taking the family on little excursions, date night, whatever, Frisco is the place. We're talking shopping, dining, the Star, which is the Dallas Cowboys headquarters. It's a fun hangout destination for date night. Even the whole family can go. I've seen lots of families throwing the football around, just having a good time out on the lawn. There's SciTech Discovery Center. It's a hands-on learning experience for kids. And then next door is the National Video Game Museum. Now, I know that we shouldn't have our kids on video games all the time, and my youngest does, but he's going into computer science, so I think we're gonna be okay there. But if you like, museum, we're talking about Atari, Nintendo, but it's a pretty cool place. There's the Dr. Pepper Ballpark Stadium for the baseball minor leagues, Toyota Stadium, and the National Soccer Hall of Fame. Guys, there's just so many things to do in Frisco. That's just Frisco alone, not to mention Plano's down the street. You have Grandscape, which is in the Colony. You have the lake 15 minutes away. My goodness, guys. But there's a con to this. The con is the traffic. The more people that are finding and have discovered the great city of Frisco, starting to get a little busy around there. Now, not every place is super busy in Frisco. Most of the time I could still drive pretty freely, but there are some areas like 380. There's some areas that get backed up. They're also finishing the Dallas North Tollway up there, so there's construction. But, I mean, that is a con, I'm not gonna lie. So also with that, if you're a homebody, your family likes to stay at home, then maybe you might consider a place like Salina, McKinney, Melissa, Aubrey. Those are some northern Dallas cities that may have a little less hustle and bustle. The next pro for living in Frisco, Texas is the public school district. Guys, it's ranked among the top 5% in the entire state of Texas, and they have a great reputation, great education, very known for sports. So if your kids are seeking high academics or extracurricular involvement, Frisco does a great job and has partnered with the Star and other organizations to give the best opportunities for students looking to expand their horizons. Niche.com also gives Frisco a diversity rating of A-, meaning it's more diverse as compared to other cities like, say, Southlake, which has a B- if you were looking for more diversity. But there is a con to this. With large school districts come large competition. Similar to other large school districts, if your students want to play sports, they really need to get in early to have playtime in high school. It's also very competitive for academics. It takes a little more effort to be in the top 1% of 65,000 students versus 10,000 students. but that can also be a pro if you value the peer competition. And so it really is a matter of your values and how you view life. So there are pros and cons, right? The next pro for living in Frisco is that it's new and maintained. I love new and maintained. Kind of attracted to shiny objects. But I just love it when a city maintains the city. You know what I mean? I love driving through and seeing that the grass is cut, there's not a lot of litter on the streets, few cars are broken down on the side of the road, buildings are maintained, and the neighborhoods are lovely. So that's what I mean. Frisco is a newer developed city and it just seems a little more tidy than some of the neighboring cities. You can see that people take pride in their way of life and that's a good thing. Now there is another con and it's really not opposite of being well maintained. There is no con to that. But the con of living in Frisco is it's quite far from downtown Dallas. So if you have to commute to Dallas, it can be a good 45 minutes up to an hour commute. This is where I'm always saying, hey, if you're looking for a job, land a job in Plano. There's so many jobs in Plano, whether tech or healthcare, whatever. There's just so many jobs that maybe you can find north of downtown Dallas, but that is the con. Landing a job in Plano opens you up to so much more housing. Which leads me to the next pro of living in Frisco, Texas. The pro is there's a wide range and variety of housing options. You can rent an apartment, you can get a condo, townhome, single family home, you can get a starter home, a luxury home. Like there's so much opportunity in Frisco that I love. And it's for all types of people. So families, singles, retired folks. So again, there's just so many options to choose from, and I love that. Single family homes can start at about $350,000 and go on up to $8 million for luxury homes in a private gated and guarded community. And you can also buy townhomes and condos that are not included in that price point. Now there is a con to these for a single family. I'd say price point between $450,000 and $750,000. Maybe on up to $1 million. The con is that many of these homes in Frisco have rear-facing garages, which actually sound wonderful, and it is beautiful as you drive down the street, which is why they do this. But for me, it's a con because it takes up half of your backyard space, and when you have kids or dogs, you kind of want a little more space. Now, some people like the lower maintenance, and that's okay too. So I guess it could be a pro or con. Just for a young family, I would say that it's a con to have a smaller backyard space, but it's only for those select homes. Lots in Frisco in general are smaller than some other cities. The next pro for living in Frisco, Texas is most of the housing is actually on the newer side, which I love because they are more energy efficient. Maybe check out my South Lake video. I kind of went on a rant on that in that video about the energy efficiency of homes. And so it's important for not just for the environment, which is helpful, but also your utility bills and the comfort level in your home. So I like that most of the homes are on the newer side in Frisco, Texas, and they are still building. And a con for Frisco, Texas. It's not as scenic as some of the neighboring cities like, say, Flower Mound. I love Flower Mound because it seems more scenic for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Frisco is more flat. There are some neighborhoods that have beautiful tall trees and they're on a golf course and they're really pretty, but most of the newer neighborhoods are just kind of flat land, shorter trees, smaller lots, well maintained, but it's just not as scenic. Now you can drive 15 minutes to the lake, which is fine, but that's a con that I don't like about Frisco. So if you want to find a home in Frisco or any of these other cities in Texas, fill out my dream home questionnaire in the link below and schedule your one-on-one Zoom consultation. We will get you hooked up. And also like and subscribe to this channel if you like this video. Thanks so much.